Top of the morning to the class. What's going on, guys? I got another video for you guys. So we're going to talk about what happens when you break routine, when you break repetition. Like, what happens, you know what I mean? What happens mentally? What happens internally? What happens emotionally? Spiritually? Sorry, y'all. I told you guys, when the wind's on, what happens? I'm tired. Okay, so listen. Y'all are over 3 weeks in on your journey now. By this time, you should understand that, you know, this is a real journey. You know what I mean? Like, this is some real shit. So, what happens when you fall off on your journey or you have a bad day? You know what I mean? You miss a day, you don't show up, you know, just little stuff like that. Like, what actually happens? Like, does anything happen? Does nothing change? Well, I'm here to tell you that when you miss one day, you ready for it? I had to hold you out for a second. But listen, when you miss a day, like showing up to these videos, guys, you don't have to beat yourself completely up. You know what I'm saying? You should definitely tell yourself, like, hey, I need to make sure that I don't do that again and I show up for these videos, because what do we know about repetition and things that we repeat? It's things that become a piece of our identity after a while. So you have to be able to tell yourself, okay, listen, I'm not going to make that mistake again, this mistake that I made, because I know that continuing to do this thing and building a habit within this thing is going to be the reason why I end up becoming this thing again, whether it be a person that has a bad habit of not showing up for these videos, a person that has a bad habit of not going to the gym, a person that has a bad habit of not eating right. You guys should still be repeating the meals that I gave you guys 2 weeks ago and a week ago. Those meals should still be repeated. During my process, when I was 206 pounds and came all the way down to a whopping 166 pounds, guys, I repeated these same meals that I show you guys on a daily basis. And why do I repeat them? I repeat them because you don't need a big variation. You want to keep it simple and you want to keep it budget friendly. So what happens when you have a day where you fall off your diet? You eat something that you shouldn't be eating. You try something you shouldn't be trying. You know what I mean? Like, what happens for real? Like, what really happens? You know what I mean? Like, what really happens? Like, what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the big deal with it? First of all, you're disrespecting who it is that you're trying to become. The identity that you're trying to create, it requires a certain type of habit from you. It requires a certain type of discipline from you. And when you disrespect that, you disrespect the person that you are trying to become to simply please your temporary pleasures. So if you don't show up for the gym, you're trying to comfort yourself. You don't want to go to the gym for the day, so you comfort yourself and tell yourself that, hey, I don't have to go. This is not to say that you can't have rest days, but it's more so to say that if you had it scheduled to go to the gym this Monday, say, and Monday comes, and you find an excuse as to why you can't go or why you can't be there, you're going back to identifying with those old beliefs that you had before, those old beliefs that weren't serving you. You knew that those old beliefs weren't serving you anymore, but you decided to do it anyway. Now, we're only human. And sometimes we do listen to our emotions, unfortunately, and sometimes we do give into temptation. But it's up to you to decide, am I going to be one of those people that also gives into temptation all the time? Am I going to be one of those people who stays true? Am I going to be one of those people that stay true to exactly what it is that I want to do? Am I going to be one of those people that, you know what I'm saying? That listens to their self and respects their self enough to say, okay, listen, if I said I wasn't going to do this thing, then I'm not going to do this thing anymore. I'm going to let it go. Are you going to be one of those people, or are you going to be one of the people that continue to do the wrong things when you know that you shouldn't? Listen, it only takes 21 days to build a habit. And in my opinion, it takes 30 to 60 days to create an identity. A habit isn't necessarily your identity. You can do something habitually, but it's not necessarily you, if that makes sense. It isn't something you genuinely identify with. But 30 to 60 days, and that could change. 30 to 60 days, and you could definitely be one of those people. You could be that person. So say all that to say this, guys. those days where you want to fall into temptation and give in and say, okay, well, it's just one day. I want you to understand what you're doing to yourself mentally. I want you to understand that you're disrespecting the person that you are trying to be. That person is trying to come out of you. That's why you're changing. That's why you're showing up for these videos. And when you do things that don't align with who you're trying to be at the end of this 90 days, that's the reason why you can't figure it out. That's the reason why your life feels like it's cloudy. That's the reason why you can't find your purpose, because you won't give discipline to the things that you're supposed to give discipline to. You fold under pressure to please yourself in the moment temporarily, knowing that in like 20, 30 minutes, I'm going to feel pretty horrible about eating this or drinking that. Or doing this, or not showing up for this, or showing up to that, like knowing I shouldn't have showed up to that, like a party or something. So the episode is more so just to talk about what it's like when you break your habits. You're already seeing that I'm showing up every single day for you guys. And the reason being is because in my mind, right, I told myself I am a consistent individual who can show up for a long period of time every single day for multiple videos. I do shorts, I do reels on Instagram, I do TikToks, I do it all, and I post you guys a video. And I do it every single day with no backing team, all by my own thumbs. That's my life. That's who I am. That's my consistency. That's who I am. I'm consistent. Now, when I don't show up for you guys, what do you guys think that delivers to my mind? What do you think that says to me? You're not really that. But see, I want you guys to adopt that same energy, that same mindset, and understand that when you're doing something that's not identifying with who it is you're trying to be, understand that you are simply just disrespecting yourself. You're saying, F you, I just want this thing, I just want said thing right now. I don't care about what you think. And that's you talking to yourself, guys. You guys gotta love yourself more and respect yourself more to understand, okay, listen, I have to respect myself and respect the things that I have to do. So how does that relate to this journey with your abs? You gotta understand that abs is something that comes with consistency, guys. The thing about the body is you can't fake this thing. You have to have this consistency. Why do you guys think I'm doing these mental recaps every day? Because you have to have this consistency. You have to be able to repeat. You have to be able to keep showing up under adversity when it's hard. You guys are probably seeing some hard days, but yet you're still showing up, and that's a great thing. That means you're learning. That means your brain is expanding. Let's keep showing up. Let's keep being perfect. Every storm will pass. There's nothing that's going to come across your life that you're not going to be able to handle, my friend. And I genuinely do mean that wholeheartedly, okay? So I want you guys to remain comfortable within what we're doing right here, and don't quit, okay? Don't quit. And that's not just for this. That's anything in your life that you're trying to do. Don't quit, bro. Because consistency is everything, and your brain is always watching. Did we not say that in the episode? We did. So you already know. Your brains are always watching. Okay? Who are you when nobody's around? Are you consistent then? I am. I make video proof of it every day. I'm consistent as I say I am. I'm just that consistent. I am. Okay? I'm not here to talk you guys' heads off. Y'all know I love to come on here and